Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. Despite the coronavirus continuous outbreak, I hope you guys are keeping safe. Today's video is about updates about the situation in Grenada. Grenada records 3 new cases of COVID-19. Today, Wednesday, November 18, 2020, the Ministry of Health confirmed 3 new cases of COVID-19. This brings the total number of laboratory-diagnosed cases in Grenada to 36. 30 of those cases have been medically cleared and only 6 are active, said a news release from the Ministry of Health. 2 individuals on a yacht quarantined in a marina in the Grenadine island of Carriacou, one of the islands under Grenada's jurisdiction, are among the 3 latest COVID-19 laboratory-confirmed cases. Case 34 is a 62-year-old male who arrived in Grenada from the USA on American Airlines on 14 November. He was PCR tested as per protocols and remains in quarantine. Cases 35 and 36 are 2 males on a yacht. They are ages 63 and 64 respectively and are the first known cases in Carriacou. They arrived at the Carriacou Marina on November 12 from Martinique and have been quarantined on their yacht, with 2 others. They were tested on the 16th and found to be positive. The entire yacht remains in quarantine, said the release, which urged residents of Carriacou to maintain caution in their daily activities and practices. There is no reason for public panic. The release disclosed that the 6 active cases from 30 to 36 are asymptomatic and remain in quarantine, awaiting further testing and medical clearance. All yachts entering Grenada must register on sailclear.com, which is the region-wide advance notification system for yachts, developed and run by Caribbean Customs Law Enforcement Council. Once necessary documentation within sailclear.com is complete, it is automatically sent through to Grenada Customs and Immigration. Yachts are not allowed to enter into Grenada if they do not register on sailclear.com. On arrival into Grenada territorial waters, a yacht must anchor in the quarantine zone. All crew must dinghy in for the health screening, and present a copy of a negative PCR test and a copy of checkout papers from the country of departure. The crew will have to be tested on the island after the 4th day, and the result will determine continued quarantine or approval to mingle with citizens. The ministry acknowledges all border agents and the frontline airport and health staff, who continue to exercise due care and attention to catch and stop COVID-19 at Grenada's major ports of entry or in quarantine facilities. The ministry emphasizes to the public the importance of collective responsibility in safeguarding Grenada and each other from the virus. Throughout the reopening process, so far, the system has shown that it can and does work, as long as individuals do their part and comply with the protocols and mandates of the state. The Ministry of Health, like every other frontline ministry in this fight around the world, expects that open borders will come with positive cases, given the proliferation of the virus around the world, including some of Grenada's major travel source markets. However, open borders do not necessarily lead to an outbreak of the disease. As long as individual cases are identified, immediately isolated and monitored, and as long as citizens and visitors comply with guidelines, it is highly possible, and probable, to control transmission of the virus, and for cases to remain at a manageable level. The ministry is encouraged by the lack of local or community spread that we have seen, despite the breaches identified in the past. This has been achieved through aggressive contact tracing and quarantining. We cannot, however, expect that Grenada will continue to be so fortunate, without each citizen and visitor playing his or her part to prevent the proliferation of COVID-19. As the state continues to balance health and safety with economic activity for the preservation and restoration of livelihoods, the ministry again reminds the public of the simple and straightforward combination of measures that will keep Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique safe. Wash or sanitize hands frequently and always maintain good hygiene. Wear a mask or face covering over the nose and mouth when in public spaces. Maintain physical distancing of at least 6 feet between yourself and others. Seek medical care if you believe you have been exposed to the virus, or if you are experiencing any symptoms of the virus, and obey the mandates for quarantine and isolation. Together, let us continue to mount a formidable fight against COVID-19. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more information about Grenada in previous and subsequent videos by subscribing for free. Have a blessed time.